Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I am extremely elevated right now because we have been puffing on gelato and I decided that we should sit down and we should talk about some things that we have seen going on social media all day today. But first I want to start with, I really thought there was going to be like an alien invasion going on in our backyard because we were sitting outside on like our patio area and I looked up and I saw these two things in the sky that were too bright to be a star. Okay y'all, the aliens have arrived here in Texas. So that is the moon directly above our house with some stars, and then you come down over here. What the f is that? They are blinking. They have been there for hours, have not moved. This is like the third night in a row. And I thought that they were flashing something. A lot of people on Twitter said that they thought that it was like Venus and Neptune or Venus and Saturn or something.
This was there before that alignment happened. It's been there for a while. Well, so it's not a star.
I don't know what this is exactly because I tried to take this video clip. He tried to get some photos on his other phone because he has one of those like Samsung like Android ones with the really good camera. We don't know what it is.
I don't know what it could be, but it doesn't look like a star to me. They're very, very, very bright. I thought we were gonna get abducted.
Well, what's weird about this is the fact that I put it on Twitter and someone tweeted back to me that they were in the Netherlands and they had the exact same thing in their sky. So then I was like, well, maybe it is like some planets that are aligning and we can now see them.
A lot of people are saying that it's a Mandela effect now because the like, I think it's the crescent moon. It's like on the bottom and it's not supposed to be like that. I don't ever remember the moon being on the bottom, like the lit up part. I really do think that that's like a Mandela effect, like the Bernstein bears and Bernstein bears and all that different shit.
Berenstain Bear.
Berenstain Bears, yes. That's what I remember at least.
Berenstain.
Well, you know they say that Curious George didn't have a tail?
No, Curious George had a tail.
No, I remember him having a tail.
I remember him having a tail.
You know the newest Mandela effect that I've seen is the Pillsbury Doughboy. They say his tie. What color is his tie?
Blue.
They're saying it was white. It was never blue.
Like it wasn't shaded in.
No, it's just completely white. It looks white.
No, it was blue, and I know this because I had a Pillsbury Doughboy like doll when I was growing up, and I fucking loved that thing. And it had a blue one.
I remember the Pillsbury Doughboy, and
Do y'all remember the Pillsbury Doughboy? Was it blue? Was it white? Let us know down below. Moving on from that, though, let's get into a little bit of beauty drama or just beauty people that are being talked about in general. Because James Charles was over on his Instagram story. I saw this posted over on TikTok.
James Charles recently visited a restaurant and he will not believe what he had to say about the waiter. Oh God.
Oh, waiter, so lovely. Might be the hottest thing that I've ever seen in my entire life. I will not be saying anything. But last time I thought a waiter was hot. Literally, things didn't work out so well. So
James said that he thought the waiter was hot, but he wasn't going to say anything because he knows how that goes. However, he did say something in this TikTok seen by millions of people.
They were out at Texas Roadhouse and he was telling everybody that the waiter that they had was extremely good looking. And of course he had to make like a little joke and like a little dig because you know the last time that James Charles and a waiter were in the same sentence together, it turned into a really big thing.
I know you're talking about James right now, but my big ass, when you said Texas Roadhouse, it made me want some rolls.
I know, I love the Texas Roadhouse rolls. They have the best filet as well.
They do. That's like,
they really do.
If anybody were to ever ask me what my favorite restaurant would be, it would be Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah. Do you remember Quincy's?
I remember Quincy's.
Quincy's was amazing, and that's the closest thing that I can think of to Texas Roadhouse. And I loved Quincy's when I was growing up. But getting back to James, the last time that James was around some waiter on social media, it did not go very well for him. It resulted in a huge cancellation. We all remember Tati talking about it in her video.
You were talking in detail about things you wanted to do to the waiter. And when I said, James, he's straight, your response was, doesn't matter, I'm a celebrity. So freaking gross. And you said that in front of my family. In front of my childhood friends. I had to call every one of them up the next morning and apologize on your behalf because it was so uncomfortable.
She was very upset with what James was talking about at the dinner table around her friends, around her family, just around everyone in general. She said it was highly inappropriate. But imagine that James Charles like took it old school and left his number on the receipt for the waiter, and then like a few days from now we're gonna get another TikTok or Instagram story from a straight man that's gonna say, I cannot wink for shit.
That would be so on, like, that just seems like something that James Charles would do. He'd leave it and, like, wink as he was walking out the door.
And moving on from James, Manny is getting talked about right now.
Oh, they got smoke for Manny.
They have smoke for Manny over on TikTok because you know that he responded to Glamzilla's question of, can you trust the TikTok beauty influencers?
And he wasn't wrong.
He was not wrong at all with what he was saying.
Do you still trust TikTok beauty creators?
I don't, actually. But let me explain why. Bitch, I've been waiting to talk about this one. Let me preface this with saying that this does not apply to everyone. And I follow so many people that I truly do believe and trust. And there's creators I follow who I don't trust. And I just enjoy their content, but I don't trust what they say. Reason number 1, overly positive and overly dramatized reviews. If every single product you review is a 10 and it's life-changing and it's amazing and it's wonderful and it's gorgeous, side eye. I feel like you're just trying to get the brand's attention so that they can buy your video to use as promotion. TikTok is one of the only apps that you can literally have a video up and a brand can approach you and be like, hey, can we turn this into an ad? You can go into your back settings and turn your video, your genuine video, into a full-blown ad. How do I know that? Because brands have approached me with it before. So because of that feature, whenever I see someone overly dramatic about a review and obsessed with every single thing that they review, I'm like, is that really what it is? Or are you just trying to get the brand's attention so they buy your video? And you're embellishing your review on the off chance that you can get a check. Baby, some people have done it. Oh, don't think they haven't done it, because they absolutely have. So you're telling me that you're selling out for the off chance that you might get a check? Nah. Reason number 2, sponsorship disclosures. I noticed a ton of creators not disclose their paid partnerships, and I'm not talking a link, okay? I'm not talking a storefront. I'm not talking that. I'm talking like a full-blown sponsored video. So usually when a campaign goes out, you'll notice several creators get the same sponsorship from the same brand. Your page might be flooded by beauty creators promoting this one product because they're sponsored to do so, and they usually are disclosing partner or hashtag ad, whatever it might be. I've seen creators on here post a review at the exact same time as when the campaign's going out of the product with talking points, but no disclosures. You're just making it look like it's a review, but no disclosures at all. You just so happen to have the product early and saying these talking points in your review at the same time as everyone else posting their sponsorship of the exact same product. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I have one more reason, but I ran out of time. But that's just a few. Part 2 as to why I don't trust TikTok beauty creators. So as I said before, this does not apply to everyone. There's so many creators on here that I fuck with heavy, that I really do trust what they're saying. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, just watch the first part, it'll make a lot more sense. But the last reason, and probably the most crucial for me as to why I don't trust TikTok beauty creators, I don't know them. And I don't mean that in a personal way, like I know them personally. I mean I don't know anything about them. Think about it. Someone pops up on your FYP and they're reviewing a product and you know nothing about them, but you're supposed to trust the review that they're saying? Huh? The thoughts that go through my mind when I see that, I'm like, okay, cool. So are you a professional makeup artist? Have you freelanced before? Have you worked in cosmetic retail? Have you been reviewing for a long time? What is it about you that makes me want to trust you? And 9 times out of 10 from that one little video on my FYP, I don't know any of that information. For me, I need time to trust people. TikTok is so relatively new that I haven't had enough time to build these trusting relationships with a ton of people. It'll come eventually, it just takes time. I also wanted to touch on the fact that in my first video, a lot of people commented oh, you did the same thing on YouTube back in the day. I'm so proud to say that I've always disclosed my partnerships and I've always disclosed my affiliations. I always let people know if I was even earning a commission of a product I was talking about that I really enjoyed. And like I said in my first video, you can literally buy back a video that's already been posted on TikTok. You can't do that with YouTube. You can't just buy it and share it to millions of people. Brands can't do that on YouTube. I just want you guys to be smart consumers and really think before you spend. And this isn't some holier than thou situation either. This isn't trust me because you can't trust them. No, you guys don't have to trust me either. That's totally fine. These are just reasons as to why I personally am not as trusting as I have been in the past on different platforms. But yeah, that's it.
But a lot of people are reminding Manny and humbling him very quickly, girl, let's not pretend it's so squeaky clean on your side over there with all these beauty gurus that are coming out. Jeffree Star, you have Manny Mua talking about it, Laura Lee. Everyone remembers the old school beauty drama that happened. They're not going to let people get a pass.
Part 2 as to why I don't trust TikTok beauty creators.
I have opinions. I think it's so shady and peculiar how old school beauty gurus are now trying to disassociate themselves from the beauty community. Manny Mua is saying the TikTok beauty community. It's not the TikTok beauty community. You're trying to disassociate the current wave of creators from your wave of creators who were, obviously popular on YouTube, but it's literally the beauty community, period. And it's You're trying to disassociate yourself because the beauty community has a bad reputation. Pero guess why? Because of creators like you. Don't think we forgot, babes. Don't think we forgot. We're not going to let you forget. Because you, Laura Lee, I remember that shit. Jeffree Star, I remember that shit. We're not going to let it slide. So yeah.
I feel like we're gonna see a resurgence in people dragging beauty gurus on TikTok for things that they did 6 years ago.
Well, a lot of people are looking at the OG beauty influencers like the Manny, the Laura, the Jeffree, and they're saying that they're coming off like very bitter.
They are.
And it's like they almost want to like they almost have something against these TikTok beauty influencers, maybe because they grew so quickly, maybe because they have so much influence. And now people are paying more attention to the beauty space over on TikTok than they are over on YouTube. I mean, say what you want, all those OGs are over on the TikTok. I don't know if Tati has TikTok.
I think that's a fair observation because if you guys have watched full coverage, Manny and Laura really go in on TikTokers and they talk about how they basically
paved the way.
They walked so these people could run. So I do feel like the OG beauty YouTubers are trying to put up a fight against the TikTokers, but did you know? I was just scrolling TikTok a minute ago and apparently there's some bill that's going through that they're trying to pass now that was like put in today.
To ban TikTok.
And if it passes, they're going to remove TikTok from all phones.
Wow, what would happen? Well, we know what happened to Michaela. She already has a YouTube channel over here with over like 280,000 subscribers.
You know what I think would happen?
What?
All these OG beauty YouTubers would be like, yes.
Yeah.
They'd all secretly be texting one another. Did you see that shit went down? Like, them, it's our turn again.
Oh no, I'll tell you what would happen if TikTok went down and all those people's like accounts got deleted, the ones that don't have the YouTube channels. You would see all the OGs like the Mannies making a video protesting and saying that's not fair, get this back for these people, their livelihoods, all that kind of stuff. But behind the scenes they'd be like, hey bitch, Lord, did you see that shit?
That's exactly
what would happen. But they would all be so happy, like, ha! Another person that I want to talk about is Meredith Duxbury, because she is getting called out right now, as well as a lot of other TikTok influencers, because, you know, Jeffree's been making fun of the way that TikTok influencers, when they react to something, it's like the most over-the-top thing, like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. Everyone thinks that Jeffree is talking about Michaela when it comes to that, but there are some other people, Nikki Tutorials. Meredith Duxbury is definitely one of the ones that does that as well, but a lot of people have been in her comment section because she did the Charlotte Tilbury video.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Can we talk about these for a second? Charlotte Tilbury, you are quite literally a genius. I didn't think these wands could get any better. And now they have matte versions. We're gonna go in with Peach Pop. I'm such a matte girly because I love full glim. Ooh, that is the most satisfying part. Okay. Oh my, you guys. We're doing the iconic dots. So cute. Oh my god, we're gonna blend. This shade. Oh. You will catch this in every single purse I'm carrying this fashion week. Charlotte, I thank you so much for this. I just can't get enough.
And now it has been dubbed the influencer Gasp, when they're like, and everything is just so life-changing for them.
When they start gasping before they've even put the product on, that's when you know it's sponsored.
So people were down in Meredith Duxbury's comment section, like, saying that, like, oh my god, the influencer Gasp, this must be sponsored. That's how we know you're getting paid for this video. Because it was on a Charlotte Tilbury video, and the things that she was saying about the Charlotte Tilbury product, I wonder if that's in the script. I'm gonna have to look for some more videos about the Charlotte Tilbury product to see if other people are saying this as well, because there was some serious Charlotte Tilbury ass kissing. Now that I know, because Manny Mua said in his one video that people can go back and actually purchase an ad on one of your TikTok videos, and it's like the only platform that does that. Now I'm side-eyeing these influencers even more, because one, I thought that they were just doing undisclosed sponsorships, but maybe they're not at all. Maybe they're just sucking so much ass that they know that the company is gonna come back and be like, oh yeah, we'll pay you to do that. Thank you so much. We want to use this video. So Meredith Duxbury actually responded to getting called out about this Gasp, and she said,
can we talk about this for a second? Yes, we can. You guys have been begging me to try the red, so let's get into it. I heard this one is extremely pigmented. You guys know I like to do 3 dots, but I'm gonna start with 2. Why is this the most gorgeous color in the world? Okay, let's blend. Ooh, okay. Oh my god. I blended it with a brush this time, and the pigment, you guys, when I gasp about something, it's because I truly love it. It's not just the influencer reaction. Like, how can you not love something that looks like this? This is so gorgeous. You guys already probably know, but I didn't even say the name. This is the Pillow Talk Matte Beauty Blush Wand, and this is in the shade Pillow Talk Dream Pop. Let me finish my makeup. Obsessed.
She claims that whenever she does that Gasp, it's only for products that she actually loves and actually enjoys. So I don't know if people believe that.
I automatically distrust anybody that does that has that kind of reaction. Like, there's no way that that's genuine. There's never been that. I've never had a moment where I've just gasped at something that I've.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Pretty Woman when he pulls out the necklace and then. Do you remember that scene where he closes? You don't remember that scene in Pretty Woman?
I've never watched Pretty Woman. Never have. I know it's an iconic movie, but I haven't.
Wow.
I've never
How have
watched
you not seen Pretty Woman?
I haven't ever watched Practical Magic either.
Oh, I'm shook. I'm like genuinely gay gasp. That was like my mom's favorite movie. I remember watching that as a kid and just thinking that Julia Roberts in that movie was so fabulous. All I know is all of these influencers over on TikTok and social media in general have Michaela to thank, and they really need to start sending her some like fruit baskets or something, because she has successfully made it so everyone is questioning their every move with any product that they are talking about at that moment. Like, everyone is getting called out. Every comment section that I've looked in for makeup influencers over there, other than seeing people like, oh my god, Jeffree Star, you need to review this. Jeffree Star, you'll give us the real answer. So they're discrediting them in that way, saying like, you gave us a review, but we're gonna go over here to Jeffree Star because he's for sure gonna tell us the truth.
Basically what it boils down to is like Michaela sold out her authenticity, and now everybody over on TikTok is questioning everybody. It's like she poked the tiniest little hole in the community, and now everybody's getting painted with that same brush, and it doesn't feel good, does it?
Well, you know what? I was actually over like watching Michaela's Instagram story.
I got the Grande Brow. I have no fucking idea if it works, but like, I like my eyebrows, but I feel like they could have more. So I'm gonna start putting this in my brows every day, and let me know in my videos if you notice any difference.
And she was just like sitting there, and I don't know what the product was. It was in like a gold tube, but it was something that has to do with your eyebrows, I guess. Like maybe like Latisse for your eyebrows to make it like grow faster or like grow more. And it was not sponsored at all. But she was sitting there saying, she's like, I'm gonna start putting this on my eyebrows like every night and incorporating it into my routine. Let me know on my TikTok videos if you guys notice a difference. And as I was watching that, I was just like thinking to myself, is she getting paid to do this? Is she setting up for a sponsorship? Or is she hoping that this company is going to be like, hey, like, we saw you were using our product. If you like it, here's what we're going to do and like work out a deal. So I wonder if everyone else that's out there, or like majority of people that are now watching Michaela, are thinking the same thing. Like, the credibility for me is just like completely shot.
It's ruined, and it's her fault.
But in that Meredith Duxbury clip where she was using the Charlotte Tilbury product, literally the gasp started before the product even touched her face. It was like right before, if you look really closely, like right before she even like stamped it. Just like the freak out about it. It's
I just don't get the visceral reaction for things like that. Like, I know I already said this, but like, how many products have you bought that have ever made you do that?
So with all that said, everyone, that is it for this video. Please let us know all of your opinions down below. Definitely let us know what you thought that was in the sky. Like, should we know what that was?
That was weird.
Did you see it in the sky around you as well? And if you made it this far in the video, please leave us a purse emoji down below, because all these influencers are in their bag, and majority of it is because of their lies. And with that said, that is it for this video. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.